How do Uganda treat foreigners here?
Very, very well.
Very well.
Like one thing you asked about differences between Denmark and Uganda.
Yeah.
And here's a big difference. I've met the first 100 people who comes up and thanks me for setting up this installation.
Wow.
That would never happen in Denmark. They would just say nice place and stuff, but they would never go and thank you.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
What was the misconception back home, like when people here were starting a business here in Uganda back home?
The people keeps talking about the risk. There's a bigger risk, and there's a risk in Africa, and banks won't touch Africa because there is a risk. And then a Danish businessman down here said, "What risk are you talking about?"
Yeah.
Because if he told me that if you go by the book, the Ugandans go.
Meet Henrik from Denmark, who shares experience living right here in Uganda. He tells us why Uganda is not just a place to live, but also a smart destination for foreigner investment. Let's dive in.
I actually came to Uganda in 2002 for the first time.
2002.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the first thing I remember was we were at a traffic light, and at that time the power cut. And then my friend said, "Now we're gonna wait 30 minutes until the cops comes and clear the streets." But this was back in 2002. That's my first memory of Uganda.
That was long. So how long have you been living here now?
Well, I've only been living here since December 23. But I've been coming here since 2002 every 3 years. And then I met my fiance in November 2022. And then of course I started coming more often.
Okay, that's really interesting. So how was it? How was your experience living here now?
It's, how can you say, it's really nice to live here. One, of course, the climate.
Climate?
Two, the people. And three, the opportunities. I have this discussion with very many Ugandans. They say they can't see the opportunities. But there are so many. I could talk for hours about the opportunities in Uganda.
How long does it take you? How long did it take you to feel like you are at home here?
I don't think I'll ever feel like I'm at home. One of the things is the borders. I really wish they could find a way to remove them from the city, because they block everything and make everything move very slow. So that stresses my everyday life here. So I think when they're here, it's difficult to feel at home. But the rhythm of the center is nice. It's nice to see how much enjoyment people get from it, and how much they are like, "Oh, this is so easy to learn. It's such a nice community. Everybody is welcomed." And we manage, not because of us, but because of our guests, we managed to build exactly what I hoped for. A place that where everybody feels welcome. And they come, they enjoy, they laugh, they have fun. And we drink and we eat and So it's a place where everybody feels welcome.
Okay, how was it like starting a business here? How was the procedure?
I was lucky.
Yeah.
I happened to be born under a lucky star. So when I got here, somebody told me it was a good idea to go to the finance ministry. So I met with Anita Evelyn. It took me 3 days waiting in her offices, but then finally I got a meeting, and she helped me a lot, drew up the picture, what I was supposed to do, what I was supposed to be, how can you say, pay attention to. And then she wrote a letter saying that she supported us, and so if any, how can you say, other governmental bodies came and wanted something, I could always refer to her. And that worked out very, very well.
It went smoothly?
Yeah.
There was no any culture shock in here?
No, and then for instance, one thing I forgot or didn't know I was supposed to was to get registered with KCCA and get a permit and stuff like that. And just before I was supposed to get it, they came and said, "Oh, you don't have this." And I had no idea where to get it. But then Mark, who has Fries on Wheels, he said, "I know a guy." And then we called him, and he came and made an adjustment and issued the permit and everything. So it's funny how whenever I've had a challenge, somebody popped out of nowhere and came with a solution. Wow. So that has been very, very good.
Wow. Okay. How different is doing business in Uganda compared to your home country?
What is the major difference? The difference is that in Denmark, if there is all the rules are very, how can you say, easy to see through. We know them. We can go in and look up. Like, let me give you an example. When we were building this, somebody from KCCA came and they said that, there's a road coming from the main road to the Marriott Hotel, so you have to remove your center. We already put the structure. And I was like, And then I went and found my papers. We had an engineer had stamped everything, all our papers at the KCCA, and I showed him the paper from Anita Evelyn's ministerial. And then he said, "I'll be back," and I never heard from him again. Something like that could not happen in Denmark.
Yeah, it's like so
And I know now that what he was hoping for was that I needed to pay him off. That and like the way the police works in the streets is also impossible, and the whole border thing is also impossible.
What do you wish to know before starting a business here in Uganda?
I would say, do what I did. Go to the ministry, even though it takes a long time. Talk to Evelyn Anita. She's a huge help, and she really wants businesses to succeed. It's her job to make businesses succeed. So if you, of course, come with respect, don't expect her to give you a lot of gifts, but come and ask what is the best approach here. And I asked, is it possible today to get this or that? And then she just said, no, this is not possible. And but go and ask and get a dialogue. She is a huge help, and her whole office is a big help. It was one of her staff who found this plot for me.
Okay, and how is business now going here?
It's taken normal when you build a paddle center. It's the ground rule is that it'll take a year to get up to 50% capacity. We are not there yet, but that's because it's the first time somebody hear about paddle in Uganda. But now, here in July, which normally will go down because all the Musungus are traveling. Yeah, here we have actually seen a really growing number of Ugandan players coming. And now I see that we are starting to see the Ugandans coming. They find out that they are more than welcome. It's easy game to learn, and they find out most of all that it's so fun.
Yeah. Okay, how do Uganda treat foreigners here?
Very, very well. Like one thing you asked about differences between Denmark and Uganda.
Yeah.
And here's a big difference. I've met the first 100 people who comes up and thanks me for setting up this installation.
Wow.
That would never happen in Denmark. They would just say nice place and stuff, but they would never go and thank you.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
What was the misconception back home, like when people here were starting a business here in Uganda back home?
The people keeps talking about the risk. There's a bigger risk, and there's a risk in Africa, and banks won't touch Africa because there is a risk. And then a Danish businessman down here said, "What risk are you talking about?"
Yeah.
Because if he told me that if you go by the book, the Ugandans go by the book.
Yep.
The problem is that down here people like to, how can you say, not pay their VATs, not pay their taxes. Yep. So as long as you follow the rules, they follow the rules. And that was very comforting to know.
I mean, you say Ugandan treat foreigners in a good way.
Yes, definitely.
In a good way.
Of course, when some people see my white face, the prices might start a little bit higher.
Yeah.
But then I go to 2-3 people and ask some locals, and then I find out what is the right price.
Yeah. Okay. Have you faced any culture shock when living here or doing business here? Culture shock that you found here?
And the big culture shock is the borders.
The borders.
I mean,
the borders.
I never understand why they have been given so much power. The police don't care; they can do whatever they want. That I don't understand. But then also, how positive people are, how grateful they are for when people come and do something, take an initiative. They are much better at appreciating that here than in Denmark. And people are so happy and showing, like I never forget this story. I was at a cafe nearby. One of the waitresses who have seen me there a lot, she comes up to me. It's a week or two before our grand opening. We had Africa band playing and everything. So she's not able to come. I know how much waitresses earn down here. And then she pulls me aside. She gives me 40,000
Wow.
and say, Henrik, this is because I can't come for your grand opening. And I was like, you really don't have to. And then I could feel she was insisting, so I didn't push the matter. I accepted the money. But I was so humbled.
Yeah.
But that was because she felt she really wanted to support with what she could. And I was blown away. Yeah.
That was so amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, the Ugandan people are so good, are so welcoming.
Yeah,
to foreigners.
exactly.
Well, how do people can find exactly this place? Where are we now here?
Where we are,
Yes.
most Ugandans know Arena Mall. We are 200 meters up from Arena Mall. We are right in front of Mestil, we can see it right there. Over here we have Marriott Hotel, the two towers.
Yeah.
And behind us on the opposite side of Gaba Road is a very old institution. It's Sharing Hall, or is it Sharing Youth? Across the street.
Across the system.
Yeah. So when people hear these names, everybody knows where it
Yeah,
is.
they know like, the place is so famous.
Yeah.
Because this is something new.
Yes.
There's other businesses like this in Uganda.
Have been here for a very long time. Yeah.
Wow, that's really incredible. So now, which services do you have here? It's only like the ball and...
It's only the game, but we have, how can you say, we have a big ground, so if you're a company, you can come with team building. We have something called an Americano, which is where everybody plays with everybody. We also have some for, how can you say, for public people, private people. We have room for making a big concert. We had Africo Band ourselves. We had 600 guests, and it seemed like there were no people. So we can easily host 2,000 people.
2,000 people.
Yeah, and this is actually the first time anybody ever hears about what I'm going to say now. You saw the construction out here.
Yeah.
We are making a food court or a restaurant hub where we are inviting 5 restaurants to open up. Then we have a big joint terrace, outdoor of course, with a what do you call that, covered terrace. And then people can sit there, buy their food, sit in the same place, look at the place, see the paddle center. So I'm sure that'll help a lot of my customers who are playing in the center. The new restaurants will bring in new customers who also wants to play. So I see it as a very big win-win. We expect the first restaurant customers to be in place probably 1st of September, something like that. They'll maybe sign. They'll maybe sign the contract 1st of August and then hopefully be up and running 1st of September.
It will be like all the restaurants around to come, or maybe you have selected the restaurants?
I would like we know we are having some healthy food.
Yeah.
We know we are having some grilled meat. We know we have we think we have a shawarma guy. I would like something Asian.
Yeah.
And there is a very famous coffee brand that's about to take it. They haven't signed yet, so I won't say the name yet.
Yeah, sure.
But they'll hopefully sign next week. So yeah.
That would be very amazing, because here there is a lot of foreigners who are coming in.
Yes, and we have so many parking. We have right now we have 60 parking slots, and we can, when we adapt a little bit, we can make 80.
80.
Yeah, and we have the possibility actually to make a drive-through here and rent this plot if we need more.
Yeah, sure.
So so we are in a very good spot.
Yeah, this is really an amazing spot.
Yeah.
Even good for business. This is like in the middle of town.
Exactly, and all the MPs, we are going to make something with the finance ministry, and they are like 5-10 minutes away from here.
Yeah, you see,
all
it's
of downtown.
very near.
Yeah,
It's actually very near.
yeah.
Okay, would you recommend Uganda for other foreigners who want to invest here?
I heard. Will you recommend?
Yeah, would you recommend Uganda to other investors who want to invest here?
Absolutely. There's very big opportunities. I would say talk to other foreigners first. Understand the do's and don'ts.
Yeah.
It's very important. But this is definitely a place where you can invest your money and get a good return. You have to remember that if I go to the bank and want a normal loan, I pay 20 to 25% a year.
A year.
And in Denmark, if a company makes 10% profits in a year. It's a very good company. But down here, if you just have to pay your interest,
Yeah.
you have to make 20 or 25%.
Yeah.
That means that it's actually possible to maybe make 30% in a year.
Yeah.
And so that's impressive. And there are still very, very many areas that hasn't been fulfilled yet.
If you have to describe, okay, if you could describe Uganda in 3 words,
Disrupt Uganda.
yeah, how could you describe Uganda? in 3 words?
I would say think long term.
Think long time.
Yes. Let me give you one example. My fiance produces shea butter. And she came to a guy wanted to make a display case made out of paper, cardboard.
Yeah.
And he charged her to make this. We know it took maybe 3 or 4 hours. The fabric is cardboard. It had costed maybe maximum 10,000 in products.
Yeah.
He charged her 140,000 70,000.
70,000.
70,000, 140 was Danish. 70,000 for the display case. And I was like, you simply don't get it. Now we buy this one from you and we're never coming back. We're not even thinking about coming back. If you had, how can you say, given a fair price,
Fair price, yeah.
20,000, 30,000, something like that, the next 200 boxes he would have delivered. And down here, the people that are succeeding are the people that sees this.
Yep.
Let's start with little. Let's sell it in cheap the first time, and then hook the customer.
Yeah.
Show him good customer service. The ones that, in my perspective, loses is the ones that try to make a killing right now. I personally run away. We had guys who came and said, "We want 2 million to clean your tent." A guy came and said, "I can do it at 1 million." Then we sit down and find out what the right price. After he had done it 3 times, we found out that the right price was 800,000.
Oh.
And now he has, he comes every 2 months. He has a running business. So he's making a lot of money
Yeah, sure.
because he was fair.
Even they give you like good price, that's like a fair price.
Exactly. And I think that's the persons who win down here are the person who understands that the first time you have a customer, be kind.
Be kind.
And then he comes back,
like to make
or
a
she.
way for them.
Yeah.
Make it easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay, any message do you have maybe for the people who are watching us? This is the end of the video.
Well, I hope you all want to come and say hello. You don't have to play. Just come in, feel the atmosphere. I love it myself. Come here on a Sunday morning, sit, have my coffee,
Yeah.
see all the happy people play.
Yeah, sure.
It's a nice. When we have tournaments, it's my favorite. We have a tournament next week.
Yeah.
If you're not playing, just come and see. The ambience in here is amazing, and people are cheering and
Yeah.
helping, supporting. It's great. Yeah.
Wow, that's really amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
And thank
for
you
have you
for posting me.
Thank you so
All
much.
right. Okay.
I appreciate it. So now guys, thank you so much for watching.
Thank you very
I'm
much.
going to leave the link into the YouTube description so you can maybe follow them too and come support the business. Thank you so much for watching and see you in the next one.